Hey guys, what's going on? It's Eli, back with another review video, and continuing on with reviewing the Doctor Who anniversary specials. Now we've come up to the second Doctor Who anniversary special for Doctor Who's 60th, and that being Wild Blue Yonder. Yes, and what a coincidence, because hey, I'm wearing blue, so yeah. Anyways, and you know what? So is the Doctor, his trench coat and such. But anyways, yeah, so the second Doctor Who anniversary special, again, for Doctor Who's 60th, and boy, because what a heck of an anniversary, Doctor Who anniversary special this is. If not, like, one of the most, just interesting. And even, I recall, I think it was David Tennant who established and said before this came out that the second one would be unlike anything Doctor Who, and I think, I couldn't agree more. I think, yeah, David had a good point because, boy, because what goes on in Wild Blue Yonder, just mind-blowing. Absolutely mind-blowing, with some good dialogue, with what was in the script, what Russell T Davies wrote in it, and yeah, I'm telling you, and the math, and the clues, and, like, this mystery and such, and all leading up to figuring it out, and what's going on, and, the situation that the Doctor and Donna, they're in, I tell ya. And of course, when I watched it, I couldn't believe it. And I think the same went for my mom when she watched it, because if I have or if I've not established this before, she is a Whovian as well. So, yeah, both me and her were Whovians. And yeah, the same goes for my dad. He's a Whovian as well. Yeah, so, and this being probably one of the best, if not one of the best, of the three Doctor Who anniversary specials for its 60th. Not to say that the other two, the first and the third one, are bad or anything. All of them are great, but it's definitely the second one that's the best one. So again, no hard feelings, nothing against the first and the third and final one. Both of them are great, but definitely, I think for a lot of Whovians, they cite on this one, yeah. Okay, enough said. As always, read the description / the story. The TARDIS takes the Doctor and Donna to the furthest edge of adventure. To escape, they must face the most desperate fight of their lives, with the fate of the universe at stake. Okay, so, Wild Blue Yonder itself. Holy cow. Yeah, well, first off, because the opening to it, pretty funny and interesting. Of course, it's hilarious, because we apparently, we first see, and where, obviously, the Doctor and Donna are going to, show up at, where they time travel at, 1666, yeah. And that's the year that Isaac Newton discovered gravity, and thus we see Isaac Newton. And keep in mind, because in 1666, this was before Isaac Newton became Sir Isaac Newton, and Isaac Newton in this being played by Nathaniel Curtis. And, well, it's coming up to where we see he sits under an apple tree, and, of course, doing his work and such, and, well, an apple falling on top of his head. But right after that, well, we hear the TARDIS noise, and because it lands on that exact same tree, more apples fall down on Isaac Newton, and of course he sees the TARDIS and comes face to face with the Doctor and Donna, and, they kind of give Isaac Newton a couple of spoilers by calling him Sir Isaac Newton, and Donna just trying to let something out about him, and the Doctor just telling her to, don't tell him and such, and they do mention gravity to Isaac Newton. And once they leave, because, well, this is right after, Donna accidentally spilled the coffee on the TARDIS, and they seem to be doing fine. They're just figuring out the results and trying to fix up the TARDIS. After they leave and they mention gravity, etc. to Isaac Newton, well, because he doesn't seem to be bothered by it anymore. And that word he's fascinated by that they said, like, was it havity? But then he says, and he thinks it's what they said, mavity. Oh boy, because now that he said Mavity, and further on in Doctor Who, because that's what the characters are going to be saying, Mavity instead of gravity. Oh boy. Not that I'm really complaining about it, but it's just like you have those moments where like, oh no, just, yeah, and thus getting the opening credits, and thus still the Doctor and Donna trying to fix up the TARDIS, and they arrive at a location, which obviously looks like something like a spaceship and such, which turns out to be a spaceship, a big spaceship, and the TARDIS is not fixed up quite well, because, yeah, it hasn't been fully repaired, and also it was playing the song, Wild Blue Yonder, and hence the title, roll credits. And at one point, because, yeah, the TARDIS does vanish, even when the Doctor is still trying to fix it, even putting his sonic screwdriver into the keyhole, but again, it disappeared. And a good reason as for its disappearance and why it left them on that ship, because, well, danger lurks where they're at, and once the danger will be defeated and such, then the TARDIS will materialize. Yeah. So they're on this spaceship, and it is a big, wide spaceship, and long hallway and such, and they do see, like, a figure way over there, and, well, them walking, so much walking, because of a long hallway of a ship, and I just tell you, like, at times, like, the Doctor and Donna's conversations, just so funny, especially, like, when they mention about when they met and saw Isaac Newton, and Donna commenting, like, how, Isaac being hot, and the Doctor agrees, and at that moment, the Doctor's saying, oh, that's who I am now. Apparently so, I mean, especially because when he regenerated as a woman, so, anyways, so then, like, the Doctor discovers, like, a hatch or something, he puts his foot down on, and it's like a floating go-kart or something, cart, and driving in it and approaching this figure, which turns out to be a robot, standing completely still, and, the Doctor giving that robot a nickname and such, and Jumbo or something, and then they discover, because at one point the ship kind of moves, and, like, the walls, and there is a computer voice, like, speaking in a different language, the one language that the Doctor is not familiar with. He knows so many alien languages except for this one in particular. Okay, so no big deal. Like, this is obviously something new for the Doctor, and this alien species and their language. Okay. And yeah, by speaking these words, and yeah, because what exactly is going on? And so they proceed on, and they then come to the bridge, and they discover, and what's outside, and they actually at one point activate these cameras, these, like, robot drones roaming outside of the ship, and it turns out, and to speed things up, like, they discover that, well, that where the ship is at, and why there are no stars, they are near the edge of the universe, at the edge of the universe, basically. And the Doctor pointing out, like, that light over there and such, if they travel and go near that, travel to that and such, make a destination there, it would take hundreds and trillion years to get back to Earth, basically. That's how far away they are. Again, at the edge of the universe is where they're at, and where that spaceship is. So, yeah. And Donna kind of fearing at times that, she may not return, and, well, her husband and daughter, always at that alley street, and where, they were when they first got in the TARDIS at the end of the first anniversary special. Yeah. And so the Doctor and Donna, they try to figure out, like, trying to, reactivate the ship and get it under control and such. And even by, like, they kind of split up in different rooms. And I guess, like, looking at files and also, like, checking, like, the water pumps and such, hydraulics, whatever. And, yeah, the Doctor's doing that while Donna stays behind, looking at these files and whatever. And then the Doctor coming back, and, okay, so it didn't take him that long to do so. But then, because, like, the Doctor's sitting down, and Donna's talking away about, her family and her grandfather, Wilfred. And when we see the Doctor, he's listening and such. We then cut back to the Doctor in that other room where he's trying to get the ship running with the hydraulics and so on. And that leaves you wondering, and because, okay, something's up. Clearly that's not the Doctor who, is interacting with Donna. And then we see Donna come in the room where the Doctor's at. What is going on? And then at one point, because they say that their arms are too long, and literally they are too long, and about the visual effects and such in this, well, still, because the visual effects are fantastic. Parts of the ship, shots where they're in that long hallway and such, some of them are practical. And of course, well, that bridge, that's obviously a real set too. And shots where, because the Doctor and Donna imposters, yeah, because it turns out to be two aliens who are in the form of the Doctor and Donna, at times where their body would kind of stretch and such, like with their arms, even at one point the Doctor's jaw, like, coming down. Most of that was practical, clearly, because there were obviously a good chunk of CG shots, and I think, yeah, you can clearly sometimes tell, especially, when they start to run away from the aliens who take the form of them, well, because then they grow large and they're chasing after them, clearly, because part of that was CGI and such, so, yeah. In fact, not to mention, because I'm looking at it, because, as always, I have IMDb, they did have acting doubles. The Doctor acting double was Daniel Tucci, if I'm saying the last name right. Again, you know me sometimes. And another Doctor double, Beast double, okay, was Rare, I think I might have gotten that right. And the Donna acting double was Helen Cripps, yeah. And also the Doctor Contornitis, however you say that word. Yeah, the third Doctor double was Tommaso di Venciso, if I'm getting that right. So, yeah, and obviously, because I would assume that they're the actual faces, obviously, because the faces of David Tennant and Catherine Tate, they were inserted to the acting doubles for them as their characters, no doubt about it. Okay, but continuing, and to speed things up, because, yeah, that small chase sequence where they start to grow large, and when they grow too large, they kind of get stuck. It's funny. And their faces being squashed and such, but of course they're not going to be staying there that long. And once again, like, the ship, something happens again, where you hear the computer voice saying a different word, and, well, even the robot is slowly moving, and when the ship it makes a move as well. And, well, with the Doctor and Donna escaping from their imposters, because they accidentally get split up, of course, taking a ladder, but it takes them in different parts of the ship, again, because they've split up, and, well, because that those imposters taking the form of them, they're gonna catch up to them, and that's clearly what happens. And at first, like, I guess, like, the first time and the many times you watch it, up until you realize, okay, that's the Doctor and that's Donna, because you don't know which is which. You don't know which one is in this room and so on. And especially because, like for each of them, like, talking and expressing their feelings, and Donna, telling the Doctor, about him destroying half of the universe, and, even saying that it's not his fault and such, and Donna knows that. And, the doctor assuring Donna that it's him and taking off his tie, and the mentionings of her family once again. And sure enough, because, the doctor and Donna, they each figure out that, it's either none of them, because the Donna imposter, going splat like an ice cream, and for the doctor imposter, he is flexible and bends back, oh my gosh. And I think, yeah, because that was real. One of the doctor acting doubles can actually do that. So I'm pretty sure, and for them to insert David's head, yeah. So, and I've seen the behind the scenes, and really cool, obviously, because they're being behind the scenes and how they did all that with some practical effects with, the large arms and the mouth, because that jaw drop of the doctor, that was really cool. And again, when the doctor is flexible, oh my gosh, it's so cool and disturbing and creepy. And, well, because they run away, and eventually, because they meet up with each other, as well as their imposters. And then, of course, the doctor and Donna realize that it's them after saying a couple of words and such, and, well, because them once again confronting their imposters, and the doctor doing something like spilling some salt, yeah, because a little trick where, vampires and I think zombies as well, they cannot pass salt. You have to count each of the salt. And that's what the Donna imposter does. And here's the thing, because the more the doctor and Donna express and talk about themselves, and they think and of what's going on, the more the doctor and Donna imposters, they're processing, and they are almost about to fully become them, and just knowing so much about them and act exactly like them. I think they're at 78 or 88% of being like them and acting like them very well, if you get what I'm saying, and what the episode establishes and describes. The whole salt thing, that was a lie that the doctor did. And yeah, and of course, it doesn't affect them, the alien imposters, the aliens taking the forms of them, and they even show some scary teeth, almost vampire-ish kind of teeth, which, by the way, because the Doctor Who did have their own vampires, if you recall, in Season 5 of Doctor Who, with, the 11th Doctor, that is. Anyways, so once again, they run away from them, and coming back to the bridge, and, because they close, a door between both of them, and, what they do next is not to think anything, not to be smart and just figure out so much and what's going on, just remain calm and don't think and such, and that way it will drain out those alien imposters. Yeah. However, the imposters pretending to be them and act like them, they're getting to them and questioning them, what's going on the ship. And by the way, because early on, it was mentioned and they discovered that a hatch had been opened 3 years ago, and why was it opened and closed? And, what happened to the crew of the ship? And, well, the Doctor cannot help but think of it, and opening parts of a window and discovering that there's a spacesuit floating out, and it turns out to be the captain of the ship, and it was a she. And why did she go out into space? Why did she kill herself? Well, clearly because those two aliens who were at first, when the captain was around, they were taking the form and pretending to be her and trying to know so much of her. However, they weren't quite there because, well, the captain basically sacrificed herself. She got in the spacesuit and she, went out into space, and she killed herself to prevent the aliens from knowing so much on what she knows and with the ship and such. And basically, if the two aliens, and, now taking the form of the Doctor and Donna, by gaining control of the ship, well, they would basically start their own war, and the captain was preventing that from happening. And and thus they figure out what's going on and why everything takes so long for, like, any movement of the ship to happen and the robot walking slow, because the captain set a timer, a slow timer. And when it came to an end, that time, well, basically, causing the ship to blow up, a bomb, setting the ship to go, to be a bomb and such. And, well, obviously, because the aliens, taking the form of the Doctor and Donna, they want to prevent this from happening, and thus they try to do so. And, the Doctor and Donna doing whatever it takes to stop them. And they are they're starting to succeed and such, even when they're trying to catch up to them. And when, the two alien imposters are trying to go and stop the robot from pushing the red button. Of course, it has to be a red button. And, well, because the Doctor and Donna catching up to them, although the Donna alien imposter stops the actual Donna, like tackling her, while the actual Doctor chasing after his imposter, and then the alien in the form of the Doctor going on all fours, like, like an animal, like a tiger and such, galloping and, going after the robot to stop the robot. And, well, it's too late, because, and it's no chance for the alien imposter as the Doctor to stop the robot. And even when the Doctor realizes that, well, maybe now is the time for the TARDIS to materialize, it does, because the madness and the evil is coming to an end. And so the Doctor materializing and once again playing Wild Blue Yonder. And, well, because, when he gets in the TARDIS, the sonic screwdriver is still in the keyhole. Well, going up to Donna, and, well, because which one is Donna? And, yeah, they had to do this, like, which one is which? Okay, only the real yada yada knows this and such, you know what I mean? That's been in a good chunk of stuff. I can think of so much, and I'm sure you would too. That kind of thing that they do. Heck, even Family Guy established it pretty clear, because there was an evil Stewie, and Stewie at one point tackling the evil Stewie, and Brian, he had them gunpoint, and he was like, oh, come on, really? This? Yeah, clearly, because, yeah, we get it, Brian, thank you. And so, yeah, the Doctor questioning Donna, because I'm mentioning about, because this had to do with the Wild Blue Yonder song, and with, some, like, school teacher, something like that Donna knew, named Mrs. Bean, and the Doctor questioning them about Mrs. Bean, and, well, the Donna, like, the Doctor thinks that, it's the Donna with what she had to say about Mrs. Bean, and about the Wild Blue Yonder song, and, well, he pulls her up in the TARDIS, but it turns out that he brought in the wrong Donna. The actual Donna is still there, almost about to get left behind, and, well, the robot, he pushed the button, and thus the ship is starting to explode, and the alien who took the form of the Doctor, he gets destroyed by the blast, and, well, Donna, she's, she's this close to being killed in the blast, but, sure enough, the Doctor, it doesn't take him too long to realize that he got the wrong Donna, and even when he comments to the Donna imposter that her arms are too long and she shows her teeth, and it's really clever because on the console, he pushes a button that's like, a lever or something and causing her to slide out of the TARDIS, and then he picks up the real Donna, and, well, the Donna imposter, like, Rah! And when the blast comes in, and boom, the ship is destroyed, and the two alien imposters, taking the forms of the Doctor and Donna, are defeated for good, and thus they can now travel back home. The madness has come to an end. Holy cow, just what goes on in that episode is crazy. But with the ending, of course, because, how, according to the Doctor, the imposter Donna was 99% close, knowing so much and acting exactly like Donna, and how the imposter Donna knew so much about the Doctor and, over the past 15 years of him and such. Yeah, and Donna not really knowing that much about what had gone on the past 15 years and questioning what it was like during those 15 years, and the best he can say to her, a lot happened and such. Yeah. And so they arrive back home at the exact same spot where they last were, in that alley street. And, well, is Donna's mother, husband, and daughter there? No. Actually, Wilfred Mott is there. He's right there, and with Donna coming out of the TARDIS, and for one last time, the late, legendary Bernard Cribbins playing good old Wilfred Mott. Yeah, I do remember because it was announced, and, well, before this was officially announced, there were some leaked photos out of them filming the second anniversary special, and Bernard Cribbins being seen on set with David Tennant and Catherine Tate, and a couple of months after he shot what would be his last appearance as Wilfred Mott, he would sadly pass away. It's really sad. But hey, it was nice to see that he was able to, for one last time, be Wilfred Mott and to be reunited with not just Donna, but the Doctor as well. And of course, that being David Tennant as the Doctor. And, Wilfred Mott being happy to see Donna and the Doctor, and he never doubted, about the Doctor and such with what Wilfred said. Good dialogue from Wilfred Mott. And, Wilfred Mott saying to the Doctor that, perfect timing, for some help and such, because when they come back, well, basically, and according to Wilfred, everybody has just gone mad. Literally, explosions and everybody just fighting each other, and even a plane crash near them, just flying by them that close. And everything's just gone mad. And what's going on? What's the purpose of this? Well, that we would find out in the third and final anniversary special. And yeah, with the end credits and how right before the credits finished, there is a dedication to Bernard Cribbins, obviously and rightfully so. And again, because for this being his last time playing Wilfred, and how and unfortunately he wasn't well enough to appear in the third and final anniversary special, and well, it shows. He had a good amount of health to, be a part of, the second anniversary special for the last scene of Wild Blue Yonder. Like I said, yeah, it was, great to see Bernard Cribbins for one last time as Wilfred Mott. Doctor Who, Wild Blue Yonder, the second anniversary special for Doctor Who's 60th. Again, just what a fantastic and what a heck of a great Doctor Who special this is. And for it being one of the anniversary specials for Doctor Who's 60th, it's just fantastic. And nobody could have imagined how this would turn out and what David Tennant established before it came out. Like I said, the story to this was really good with with the twists, what was going on, the mysteries, solving, the math and clues to this, and, with, once again, some great visual effects, funny and emotional moments, those two aliens taking the forms of the Doctor and Donna. Yeah, and with, Wilfred Mott appearing at the end of the episode. Just, yeah, everything about Wild Blue Yonder, fantastic. Yeah, everything about it just really good. And 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 for Wild Blue Yonder. It was a great Doctor Who anniversary special for Doctor Who's 60th, like I said. And what about you guys? What did you think of Wild Blue Yonder itself, the second Doctor Who anniversary special special for Doctor Who's 60th. Is it your favorite of the three? Were you surprised and just totally mind-blown with what was going on in it? Did you get some good laughs and emotional moments and just like, ugh, and because of those two aliens taking the forms of them? The whole thing of Isaac Newton and Mavity, Wilfred Mott making a one last appearance, rest in peace, Bernard Cribbins, rest in peace to good old Bernard Cribbins. Yeah, just everything that I've had to say about it, and what did you think of my review? Leave comments and give this review video a like, as always. And so, with all that being said, thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed my review of the second Doctor Who anniversary special, part of Doctor Who's 60th, Wild Blue Yonder. More review videos are on the way. They're going to be awesome. Keep looking forward, and I'll see you guys in the next video/review. And you know what's next. The third and final Doctor Who anniversary special, part of Doctor Who's 60th, where, well, Harris plays an old foe of the Doctor's. And, well, where, the Doctor, he once again regenerates. Stay tuned for that. Take care, peace out, and Anolzi.